Early cuts of featured no sound whatsoever. Early cuts of Horror Smash featured no sound at all, director John Krasinski has revealed. Focuses on a family struggling to survive in a post-apocalyptic world decimated by creatures that hunt by sound. The movie combined this high-concept idea with genuine tension and emotion, with viewers growing attached to this family's plight. Proved to be a surprise smash hit in 2018, with a sequel being quickly greenlit. Last year proved to be a quality one for horror fans, with movies like Hereditary and Annihilation placing as much thought into character development and emotion as they did to scares. While the genre never really went away, it's experiencing something of a golden era right now, where horror is enjoying both box office success and glowing critical reviews. 2017's Get Out scored multiple Academy Award nominations, with Jordan Peele receiving an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, and is tipped to receive some nominations at the 2019 ceremony. Related, Oscar campaign has already started is notable for featuring a sparse amount of spoken dialogue and relying on visuals to tell the story. Since so much of the story functions without sound, Krasinski recently revealed in a conversation with the New York Times his early cuts of the movie had no sound whatsoever. The truth is that I did that exactly for the first month of editing. On the first day or two, I was going through different sounds with my editor to equalize it out, and I just said, hit mute. The first cut and the second cut were all done without 1 ounce of sound. And we hit mute for what might have been 5 weeks. I needed to be able to connect with these characters without anything else. The director was later asked if he ever considered whether this silent cut could be a complete movie on its own. 100%, and that sounds super pretentious, but it's true. Even on silent, there was so much communication happening. I didn't think our movie would be so commercially accepted because the only other time I've seen someone do a movie with no spoken dialogue is Paul Thomas Anderson at the beginning of There Will Be Blood. That first 12 to 14 minutes where Daniel Day-Lewis doesn't speak was a huge touchstone for me. These silent early cuts were intended to see if the movie worked emotionally if stripped of sound, but it's doubtful the studio would have considered releasing the movie this way. Since it's about the main characters making no noise, it makes sense most of the movie is silent, but there are also key dialogue scenes between the family that won't have worked if the movie was totally without sound. That said, for viewers curious to see how the movie functions this way, they could always watch the movie at home with the sound muted. While doesn't really end on a sequel hook, the movie's runaway success practically guaranteed one was going to happen. Krasinski was initially reluctant to return, but he's currently on board to write the sequel's script, which he claims will focus on the world and not necessarily on returning characters or the monsters. Krasinski has revealed recently he played the monster in a donned a motion capture suit to provide a reference for how the vicious creatures should move and act. Source: The New York Times.